At Cowboy Cartel, we offer online hat shaping courses for every level, alongside hands-on, in-person classes. Whether you're learning from home or prefer an in-person experience, we've got you covered. Our online school is designed for flexibility and quick reference. With an extensive library of video classes and bi-weekly live interactive instruction, you can learn at your own pace. Plus, your feedback as a member drives our content. We've developed quick guides for specific shapes based on your requests, so you'll always have the resources you need to sharpen your skills. For those who want a hands-on approach, our in-person classes are limited to just 10 students, ensuring personalized instruction from Connor. He was an in-house hat shaper at American Hat Company and taught their dealer education program, training hundreds of shapers all over the world. He's now our lead instructor, bringing that expertise to Cowboy Cartel. For the best experience, combine both options. Start with our online courses to build your foundation, then graduate to in-person classes to refine your technique. Or take an in-person class and use our online videos to continue improving. Texas is home to some of the best hat shapers, and we want to make sure everyone has access to the same tools and resources we have here. We're serious about making hat shaping accessible to all. At Cowboy Cartel, we're here to help you become the best hat shaper you can be. Visit cowboycartelgroup.com to get started today.
Hey guys, we've been giving away American Hat Company straws all summer long, and now we've got American Hat Company felts.
American Hat has graciously donated us 100X to give away. Now it is a 100X dark, which ranges anywhere from black all the way up to natural.
Up to or down to? All you have to do to enter is check out our website, cowboycartelgroup.com/giveaway. Now, there's several different ways you can get in on this drawing. One of the ways is to spend $5 on our online store. So for every $5, you get one entry and one chance to win an American Hat Company felt. Now the drawing happens October 20th, so
At Cowboy Cartel, we offer online hat shaping courses for every level, alongside hands-on, in-person classes. Whether you're learning from home or prefer an in-person experience, we've got you covered. Our online school is designed for flexibility and quick reference. With an extensive library of video classes and bi-weekly live interactive instruction.
hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about that. That's my fault. I was making sure everything was set up today. And hey, it is what it is. So welcome back. Thanks for joining us tonight. Happy Sunday. I'm Joe.
I'm Connor.
Thanks, Vanessa, for filling in for Lorena tonight. Lorena is out. She's in Mexico visiting family. She'll be back in 2 weeks, I believe. So big show tonight. Got 100X to give away. Where's that at?
Right here.
100X American Hat. So this has been going on. How long has this been going on? A couple weeks?
A couple weeks. I mean, we've been talking about it for
A while. Yeah.
4 months.
Yeah. Well, we had all the straws to get through first.
True, but leading up to this.
Right. So 100X giveaway tonight. Thank you guys for all of you who participated in this giveaway. And this is not the last giveaway we're going to do. So we're going to talk about what's coming up here in just a little bit. But first, I want to thank Joby's Hats and American Hat Company, the biggest supporters of what we do here. Without them, we wouldn't be doing this. And we wouldn't have a 100X to give away. And we wouldn't have a 200X to give away here coming up next.
And I wouldn't have a job.
That's right. So thank you. Huge thank you to American Hat and Joby's Hats. Really appreciate you guys and all that you do for us. So, speaking of Joby's Hats, how was the store this weekend?
Busy. Yesterday was a little intense. I mean, we did good, and they sent the openers home an hour early yesterday, and we still did really good.
Okay.
Today was a little bit slower, but everybody that's coming in is asking the same question. When's the new store? What's the new store? I stopped by the new store on the way here. What's the deal?
Well, we got big news coming with that too, because the new store is coming. It's finally here. You got to blame the city.
That's been the biggest factor.
Yeah. So lots of permits, lots of things to do when you're opening a new business, and Joby wanted to get it right, and he had to wait for all of the the inspections and permits, and they're finally done. And when's it coming?
Next Saturday. October 26th?
Yeah.
October 26th. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot for a second.
Because our in-person hat shaping school is the 25th, 26th, and 27th.
Correct.
Which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And huge stuff coming for that too, because Keith Mundy from American Hat will be there on Friday to talk to all of our students. Ethan, I got to send him an email tomorrow, but Ethan from M&F will probably be there. We've just got to kind of iron out the times. And then we're going to Joby's Hats. So we had intended to go on Saturday to Joby's Hats about noon, go to Leganon Plaza, get some lunch there, see the store. But now we got the new store opening. So
might as well take a trip to the new one.
Absolutely, because I'm sure Joby's going to be that one, right?
Oh, yeah. There'll be some familiar faces at the new store.
Yeah. So the new store opens at noon on Saturday.
Correct.
Okay. So I know you wanted at least a half a day with these guys for the hat shaping school, but hear me out. How about we go a little early and maybe they get, behind the scenes tour of Joby's Hats before it opens?
That's not up to me. That's up to Boss Man.
It's up to you, because you're going to lose another hour these guys on Saturday. Can you make it happen? You can make it happen. You can do it. No big deal. So we'll go to Joby's at like 11, and then they can be there and see the crowd of people coming in when Joby's opens.
All right. Sure. All right. Why not?
I got to fix these cameras. That didn't work real well, did it? Let me see that one again. I think it's his microphone.
Hello,
right, I'll work
there
on
TV
that.
land.
I'll work on that. Yeah. We can stay with this camera. It's fine till we get this worked out. We got a bunch of new cameras. You'd
think as long as we've been doing this, he might know what he's doing.
I do know what I'm doing, but
the fuzzy camera says otherwise.
Shut up, Connor. I'll get it figured out. I'm not a camera guy. I put this stuff together, and here we are.
As anal as you are about production, you should be.
Well, you know what? My co-host wasn't here on time.
I am always on time. You have said it yourself.
I set all this up myself, and I sat there and I tested the camera, and I sat here and I tested the camera and the lights, and I sat back over there and I tested.
You have said it yourself. I'm always on time.
I had to run over there, run over here, run over there, run over here.
You're ignoring what I said.
Yes.
You have
but
said it before. I'm always on time. The one time I'm not.
When you're always on time and then you're not, then it's a problem.
I can't work under these conditions.
I hate it here.
But that one.
That's the button.
I hate it here.
Thank you.
Story of my life.
So let's go to Joby's Hats on Saturday. Take these guys to see Joby's, and then Red Steagle's going on in the stockyards this weekend too. So we had already.
What do you want to do? Take away another hour of class time? Go see that too?
Well, we'd already planned. Where have you been? Do you not check your emails? That's the whole idea, Connor.
No, I really don't check my emails.
We go
Horrible
in
about it.
at 8:00 on Saturday, so you have 8 to noon. Well, now it's 8 to 11.
It's going to be 8 to 8 before we get this all said and done. Welcome to class. Get in the van.
So it'll be 8 to 11, and then we'll go to Joby's, and then we'll go to the stockyards. So we're taking field trips.
Lovely.
Taking field trips. So we'll go to the stockyards. Maybe we'll see. I don't know what we'll see. We'll figure it out.
I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time in the stockyard, so I don't know what we'll see.
Why not?
I don't live here, sir.
When's the last time you were at the stockyard?
Month ago.
Well, there you go.
I went to the stockyards to eat dinner, and that was it.
Was it any good? Oh, wait. You were supposed to go to the stockyards with me to Billy Bob's.
Here we go again.
Oh, that's right. You didn't show up.
I'm sorry. I have a job.
Weren't you just saying something about you can depend on me? What were you saying?
Push my button again. I hate it here.
That's the one.
Why do I subject myself to this every week?
I don't know.
One of these days, I'm just going to walk, and you're going to have to do a lot of explaining.
Yes. Yes.
Unfortunately, that day is not today, because if I walk, your producer walks too.
Yeah. We'd be screwed. And might be
kind of fun.
I still got to do the giveaway. You can't leave till after that. Then off you go. No, you're stuck here for a minute. Okay, so
That's kind of the gist of every Sunday.
So Red Steagle is going on in the stockyards this weekend, and I didn't realize that when we planned on a stockyard trip. So
we want to leave, instead of at 11, we want to leave at 10. Got it.
No, it'll be fine. It might be hard to find parking in the stockyards, but
It's always hard.
yeah, well, I don't know. You can park behind the stockyard station usually.
Maybe for you, it's easy to find parking. For me, it never is.
I don't go on a Saturday. I usually go during the week. All of the things that are here, I don't have to subject myself to Saturday, Sunday traffic. I can just go on a Tuesday. Done.
If I want to go on a Tuesday, I have to make a trip down here, which is inconvenient.
Yes, it's inconvenient. The whole thing is inconvenient.
Welcome to my world. A boo-hoo.
Are you watching the chat?
You got your readers, Papaw? Can you see anything?
No. Did I screw up the chat? I might have screwed up the chat.
I actually have a question.
Yes.
That speaking of school, are the hats you use in it just practice hats?
Connor, what are they?
They're practice hats. They're all practice hats. Every hat we use is a practice hat. None of them were ever finished or seconds or anything like that. They're all designated practice hats.
There you go. So the hats we get from American, I don't know. They look perfect, other than the fact they don't have any sweatbands in them and trim.
Well, they're practice hats. Something was wrong with them, so obviously they didn't make it any further in their process. So they were designated as practice hats. Now that practice may be for anyone on the floor, whether it's doing trim, leather, anything like that. So that's why they're designated practice hats.
Okay. So I saw this several places when I did the 1000X video. I've got another 8 hours in that thing, so we're up to about 24 hours in editing, and I think it's going to have.
Are you ever going to get it done?
It's 2 hours long. It's 2 hours long right now. So I'm thinking it should be maybe 3 different videos.
4. Make it nice and even.
Let me know in the chat. Should it be 3 or 4?
Milk it. Turn it into a series. Milk it.
It's already a series. It's 2 hours long. That's as good as I could get it. That's from picking out the body to shaping
You
it.
could make 8 15-minute videos. Make it an 8-part series. Milk it for the views.
We're not going to do that. I'm not worried about that, but I know I'm probably not going to sit down and watch a 2-hour video either. So I could probably have the first 30 minutes out, or 30 to 45 minutes out this week easily, because
What's stopping you?
well, I've got 24 hours in editing so far. I got to send it to American too.
Fair point. Fair point.
There's proprietary stuff at the factory, and we want to give them a look at it to make sure, we didn't accidentally capture something.
We don't want to get in trouble.
Well, yeah, that too.
By we, I mean him. I was not there. I'm not responsible.
I don't know if we'd be in trouble, but anyway, the whole point
You
of
would
that
be.
was they when the sweatbands. So they stamp the sweatbands, and they do a practice like almost every hit. They'll practice, make sure they test it right, make sure it's written right. A lot of cool stuff about that because they put the stamps on a hot plate.
Yep.
And they get them hot.
Yep.
You guys will see all that. It's coming. But I was watching that. You have to watch the entire video as you're editing. And there's stuff that I caught while watching the video that I didn't really catch while I was there because I was busy doing the video, talking to Cody.
Because he wasn't paying attention.
I was paying attention. A lot of other things I was paying attention to.
Excuses. It all sounds like excuses.
Hey, Cody did ask for an AI Macho Man Randy Savage voice. So, spoiler alert.
Don't humor him. Don't humor him.
Well, I'll show you later. But that's coming. I'm going to send that to Cody tomorrow. Let him have a look at it, and then as soon as it gets back, we'll be able to have it out this week. At least the first part. It's really cool video. I mean, if you nerd out in that kind of stuff about how your hat's made or the making process, you're going to love it because we got every bit of it. And one thing that's really cool about that video is not one time in that video, in that entire process, are they using stiffener.
No, absolutely not.
So everybody out here, and it just drives me crazy, all of these guys. And I was watching some of these hat shaping. Are you all right?
Keep talking, Papa. Everything's fine.
I was watching some of these hat shaping videos the other day, just kind of trying to see what's going on over here. It's making a lot of noise.
I'm adjusting. Shut up.
Seeing what we should be putting out, because some of those videos are horrible on YouTube. We're gonna have to do some to fix them. But a lot of these guys are using stiffener like they have to or something. Like we need to talk about
There's
stiffener.
a place and time for that.
We need to talk about stiffener. That should be day one, first hour in the in-person hat shaping school. If you're using stiffener on every hat, stop.
If you're
Stop
using
now.
stiffener, don't.
Yes.
Them's the rules.
I was cleaning our storage unit out today with all of our hat shaping stuff, and our bottle of stiffener is in there unopened because that's how often we use stiffener. We don't. There's a time and a place for stiffening.
There is, and mainly because you want me to demonstrate lighting my face on fire again, and I'd rather not.
Yeah, we're gonna get that on camera. If you come to the in-person school, maybe you'll see that.
No, I'd rather not. That wasn't my eyelashes, my eyebrows, and my beard is finally good. Let's leave it alone.
Okay, all right. I mean, I think you're due for
Shut
a
up, Joe.
trim. You're due for a trim.
Shut up, Joe.
You're due for
A trim, not a burn
I mean,
or a singe.
that's the best way to get it down pretty quick.
Then why don't you do it?
I just trimmed. Good.
I don't care.
Because let me get the dance monkey dance one.
Dance monkey dance. Dance monkey dance.
Thank you. That's why. All right. So Joby's Hats next Saturday. We'll be there from at least noon to probably 2 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock, something like that. We'll be there a couple hours. So if you're in the area, stop in, say hi. You excited about it?
I think so. I think it'll do well. Like I say, the amount of customers that we have that have been coming in saying, "Oh yeah, I stopped there on my way here and they weren't open." No.
Not yet.
You'll know when they open. It's not just going to be a soft opening. Believe me, they're going to post about it. You're going to know. You'll see the amount of cars in the parking lot. It'll be open.
Right.
I've had to explain, like, look, it's ready. There is nothing stopping us from opening the doors except the city.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, come Saturday at noon, floodgates are going to be opened. I feel bad for that parking lot.
Hey, I got a message. I don't remember if it was an email or what it was yesterday or the day before.
Is it the one you sent me?
Somebody asking if you would shape their hat at the grand opening. Yeah.
Once again, that's not up to me. That's up to Boss Man, assuming there's an empty steamer.
Well, that's true. That's true. So there's going to be a line, right? So you have to wait in line. And if we're there, I mean, maybe.
But honestly, if we're there and you want me to shape it, I will. That doesn't bother me at all. I'll happily do that. You just got to let me know.
Yeah, but you gotta be. Well, you're going to be there with the hat shaping school students.
Exactly.
So
we're going to be there with a class, so bear that in mind.
Right. It'll be interesting. It's our first kind of, well, it's not our first field trip. We did go to the hat store in Houston when we were in the Houston store. But
True.
That was kind of impromptu, really.
Yeah,
That wasn't planned.
Well, we kind of had no choice because we had to go over some things
Yeah.
because, Houston sucks. But I digress.
What'd you lose, Connor?
My sanity. And the window out of my truck.
And all of our hat shaping supplies.
And some other stuff.
But not the watered up dollar bills in your floorboard.
There's only 2 now, and they're in the cup holder. Shut up. I picked them all up.
Okay. All right.
I have 67 in my pocket now.
All right.
You're welcome.
Yes. All right. So then after Joby's, we're going to
Stockyards.
the stockyards, and you'll be in charge of that. You're the tour guide.
You live here.
You're the tour guide.
You live here.
You are the lead instructor.
You live here.
I don't even. Why am I even there at the school? I just say hi. You do your thing.
What? Fine. The tour is going to be driving through the stockyards saying, "This is the stockyards. That was the stockyards."
No, they got to get their picture taken with a cow or something.
I just work here. I don't know Fort Worth.
Okay. All right.
I missed a turn trying to go to dinner earlier, so
We'll figure it out. But then we're going to dinner after that. So it's going to be a long day. Saturday's going to be a long day. And
with
then
no teaching involved whatsoever.
you got to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning because we're starting at 8 on Saturday.
Okay.
I hate it here.
I hate it here.
Thank you. Anticipate when he goes, just hit it.
Will do.
Thanks. All right.
So the first one is from Justin. He said, may have missed it, but who is reading questions for Lorena since she's in Mexico?
Go ahead.
No. I just work here.
Oh.
We're gonna need that one. We need that as a button.
You know what? I can't even hate that response.
Introduce.
I know it. No one else can see it, and I kind of can't because colorblind and all. But I can see her getting darker. I can't tell if she's getting red or not, but she's getting darker.
Oh.
The young lady reading the questions tonight is Vanessa.
Thank you, Vanessa, for joining us tonight. You had another question?
Yes. Joe, how many letters can you stamp on your headband?
Oh, that's a Connor question. I don't know. You're messing with our camera, though. Sit back.
Have to get.
I mean, theoretically, you could stamp it all the way around.
Stamp's not set up that way.
Sure, it is. It's a flat piece of leather.
I mean,
and you could
technically,
stamp
yes.
it, stamp it again, stamp it again.
Technically, while that is correct, yes. I think it's 20. Is it 20? Why do I want to say 27 characters? Could be wrong. Because you can get like 3 or 4 lines out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I got I lost a 1000X. I didn't get it configured correctly, so my 1000X says it should say 1000X on one side and made especially for on the other, but it says American on one side. And
Yes, that's the way this one here is American hat on this side and 1000X American mink over here.
right. So I don't even know what this one is. It's the same, 500 and American, but you could theoretically just stamp it over and over and over again. Put whatever you want in there because you could put your logo in there. I asked Cody, I said, can you put my logo in there? He's like, yeah. You got a stamp? No.
Yeah, you just have to get it made and get it to them and they can do that.
So, I mean, maybe. We'll see.
If we ever start selling hats, maybe we have to do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, news coming on that. We'll talk about that later.
Well, there's just nothing we can talk about tonight because it's always, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Well, stop bringing stuff up.
I'm trying to drive engagement, sir. You told me not to sit here like a bump on a log tonight, and I'm trying not to.
Well, you're not drinking your ranch fuel.
No, because you told me to sit down and shut up.
No, I didn't. I told you to sit down and talk.
Well, ranch fuel's over there. And to do that, I had to get up, and I was told to sit down.
Well, I needed to ask you about that. So for about a week now, you've been off the Red Bull and on the ranch fuel.
Correct.
How's it going?
I like it. Typically, when I drink Red Bull, it takes forever to kick in, and that might just be an ADHD thing, or that might just be a me thing.
Right.
But if I drink a Red Bull, it has to set in my system for at least 4 to 5 hours before I feel anything out of it.
Yes, I can attest to that because you usually take it at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you are bouncing off the walls when you get here at, say, 7 o'clock, 6
Correct.
o'clock.
Whereas the ranch fuel, I can drink it within 10, 15 minutes. It goes to work. And Red Bull gives me the jitters. It kind of raises up my anxiety, I guess. Makes me just on edge. Ranch fuel doesn't do that. It gives me energy, it gives my body energy, but it doesn't mess with anything up here. So it's actually kind of nice.
Well, here's the thing. For you, you go to work all day and you'll work, 10 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I mean, I leave the house at 7:30 in the morning.
So 7:30, and you usually get here between 6 and 7.
Correct.
And then we do videos until 10.
Correct.
So, I mean, that's a long day.
I'm home by usually midnight, sometimes later if there's traffic or accidents.
There's been occasions when you have come in and you've not had a Red Bull or something like that, and you're just, I don't want to say worthless, but you're just...
I'm dead.
The videos just don't work.
No, because I don't have any enthusiasm because I'm tired.
Right. It takes a lot to actually do this, because you have to be presentable on camera And if you're sitting there, all sad and tired, it doesn't
It's not
work.
sad. It's just tired. You'd be tired too if you did all this.
I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I've been doing all this.
How much coffee have you had?
Just 2 cups.
Were they normal coffee or were they those espresso things that are cracking a bottle?
Just normal coffee. Costco brand.
Right.
I think Costco.
That's believable. That's believable.
Well, you look a little tired. You need a.
I can't get up. I was told to sit down.
Well, I'm going to get up here in a minute, and we're going to do the giveaway. So
Couple more questions.
let's take a couple questions, and then we'll do the giveaway. Drawing.
This first one is from Mike. The lowest X felt hat doesn't need question mark.
Well, here's the thing. The lowest X, if you're talking about American, is a 7X. But if you're talking about the lowest X, like a 3X or a 4X, that's a wool hat. You wouldn't put stiffener
No,
on a
stiffener
wool.
is not going to do any good on a wool hat. It's just going to sit on the surface because the surface is so coarse.
Yeah.
It doesn't work its way into the hat to actually tighten up fibers or do anything.
And stiffener on, say, a 7X, 10X, 20X will work, but it does not last forever.
No, it is a temporary solution.
Yeah.
It's a quick fix is all it is.
And here's another thing that I've found about using stiffener. It changes the feel of the hat. So if you have a hat that has a fantastic finish, like an American 10X or a 20X or a 40X.
Well, for example, my 20X chocolate, you felt it.
Yeah.
Because I've soaked that thing with stiffener because that hat has been a test dummy for many things.
Mm-hmm.
And you felt that hat. It doesn't feel like a 20X anymore.
No.
What does it feel like to you?
I don't want to say wool. I mean,
It has that same kind of consistency though, doesn't it?
it's a little coarse.
It's very coarse, very rough. Yeah. It doesn't have that smooth finish that a 20X does.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think get the 100X because the 100X right there. I understand some people maybe 100X is not in their budget.
Absolutely not. That's understandable as well.
So I don't know. Stiffer brim 40X, but you're gonna have to go smaller because the wider that brim is, the softer it is.
Well, and there again, that still goes back to the same old thing of what's the hat going to be used for? Is this just you're going out dancing? You're going to the club, going to the parties, whatever. Get a 7. If it's going to be a hat you wear every day and work the dog out of, then you're going to want a good quality hat. You're going to pay for the higher quality, but it's going to last. It's going to be a big investment, but it's going to be worth it in the end.
True. Now, I mean, it's going to last you forever.
Exactly.
So the 7X, the 7X, I don't know. It's still a great hat. 7X, 10X is still a great hat, but you're going to have to touch them up more often. That's the only thing. That's really the only problem.
I mean, I had to mess with this one the other day, actually.
Really?
But I also left it in the truck overnight, and it was in the floorboard. So,
all right.
And it was up against the door sideways.
All right. Did you have any more questions? Okay.
It's from Steven. What's your favorite lonesome dove hat from the original 19 series?
Shut up, Connor. I have no idea. I can't. I don't like the movie. That's a Connor question. I've tried to watch it. It's boring. But Connor loves it.
Sorry, that's kind of just a rite of passage watching that with your grandparents.
Yeah.
Probably.
I watched it when it came out with my mother in the 80s.
You just said you never watched it.
Dude, that was like 40 years ago. I don't remember it.
Sorry, Papa, you forgot since then. Did they even have sound in the movies back then?
No. They popped up those cards with the words on them. So
I believe it, Papa. For me, I'd probably just say, without a doubt, Gus.
Really?
Gus McRae. I don't know. I just love the character. I love everything about it, so I just default to that.
We did do a Gus crown and brim. Was it a Gus McRae copy? That one we did?
It was similar, kind of a tribute, maybe.
All right. So if you guys are in the in the Pro Hat Shaping School. It's one of the classes. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Go look for it.
Since you keep saying I'm going to look tired, I'm going to go grab me a ranch fuel.
Okay, do that. Do the giveaway while you're there. All right. Don't trip either. Cameras everywhere. All right. Did you have any more questions?
Asking, get y'all's opinion. Allen's lids felt.
Aren't they all just?
And they're asking about the waterproof.
Oh, okay. So that's Ticino. It's a Ticino. It's an Italian-made hat. I don't have a good opinion on them because I've only shaped a couple of them. I'm not a fan. I've only seen maybe their 7Xs. Connor will be able to talk about those more because he has shaped many of those. Does Joby still carry those, Connor? Is he still buying new ones? I mean, is he stocking them? No, he is. So he is not stocking them anymore. He has a few left. Thank you. This should be interesting here in just a few minutes.
Start vibrating after I get it.
So what do you think of the Ticino? How do they shape?
So I like how they shape because they are soft. They are a very soft hat. And I don't mean
floppy?
finish. I mean, yeah,
They're floppy.
They're not all that stiff. So
Make a great fashion hat, right?
correct. Yes, that's what I was going to say. That's one thing I love making them is I love doing a fashion hat with one of them because once I get done, I'll spray it with stiffener on the inside of the crown. It's perfect. It stiffens up like it needs to. Perfect. The brim, I'll hit it with a little bit of stiffener on the top side of the brim, not the bottom, just the top side when I get it done. Let it dry, and then it's just as good as any other 7X.
Okay.
Personal opinion.
Would you wear one?
Maybe.
Really?
Maybe.
All right.
Oh, if they pay me, I will.
I don't like the way they feel. And what I mean by that is they feel gross to me. So
Elaborate.
when I touch them and you're steaming them, the feel that they have is kind of like, for me, nails on a chalkboard. It makes my skin crawl the way they feel to the touch. I don't like them at all. As far as shaping, I have
snob.
No, they have this weird feel that grosses me out, and I don't like touching them. I have no experience with them, so I can't judge them other than which one is that one? Hold it up. Hold it up. What is that? Go close up, please.
Agave lime.
Agave lime.
I think that's how you say that word.
Get your face in there with it.
Hold on. Hold on.
There you go. Screenshot. Thank you.
Dance, monkey, dance. Dance, monkey,
That's the one. So they are made in Italy. They are using Fepsa bodies. I don't know what they do to them to waterproof them.
To my knowledge, I didn't know they were waterproof.
Yeah, that's kind of their thing. They've got some kind of coating or something on them to make them water resistant or waterproof. Something. They can't hear that.
Oh, but I can, and I have ADHD.
Yes, keep talking.
You keep talking, I'll keep listening and focusing on you and not the stuff going on out there.
Okay. So I don't know anything about them.
Like I said, I'm not as familiar with them. I've shaped quite a few of them, and as I said, they make a good fashion hat. And there again, I've done normal traditional styles. I've done bricks, cattlemen's, minics, all that in those hats as well. But I kind of do the same process for every single one. I get it done, spray the inside of the crown with stiffener, light it on fire, then spray the brim down once. That's typical procedure for me.
Okay.
And once I've done that, it stiffens up good enough that I'm content with it for the price point.
All right. Did you have other question?
Yeah. Alan the Squid. Have y'all heard of Gomez Western Wear?
Yes.
Yeah. They've got them everywhere. They've got them here. They got them in Austin. They got them in Houston. I've been to the one here, and I've been to the one in Austin.
I've shaped many a hat that had Gomez on the inside. I've had to fix many a hat that had Gomez on the inside. Now, that does not mean those guys don't know what they're doing. That's not what I'm saying. Don't look at me like that.
Well, they're not really a hat store. They are a Mexican Western store. They have a lot of belts and boots they carry a lot of Mexican products, leather.
Correct.
They have a hat or two. I mean, but that's not
They're not a hat store.
Yeah. Anyway, that out of the way, what were you going to say?
I don't know. Not sure where I was going with that.
Yeah, we've heard of them. I got a belt from there. I mean, wasn't a bad price. It was like $100 for a hornback Cayman belt. So I mean, it wasn't a bad price. I mean, you can get better pricing in Mexico, but
You have to get there first.
there you go.
And I feel like for what you spend to get there, you might as well just buy it here.
Okay.
I don't know how much it costs to go to Mexico. I've never been.
$400 round trip.
Yeah, but then you got to get on the screaming metal death tube. Pass.
I'm going to BA Baracus you to get you to Mexico.
You'll have to. I'll drive.
No, you won't.
I'll drive.
No, you're flying.
I'll drive. I'll go anywhere. Put me in a vehicle. I'll drive from here to Timbuktu.
We'll fly you first class.
Don't care.
With Xanax.
It's still in a screaming metal death tube. Xanax and vodka will knock you out every single time.
Yes, I know.
I got a little bit of a concerned look from the producer on that one.
Do you have any more questions?
Asked, does an American felt hat with a brick-shaped crown drastically affect the way the hat fits compared to a Mominic crown shape?
Minic.
Correct. Yes. So a minic is going to be taller.
Mm-hmm.
It's meant for more of a round oval because it doesn't change the oval of the hat. Whereas a brick being lower and longer is going to stretch it out front to back and pull it in side to side. So yes, it will affect the oval.
So my domed cattleman is probably the shape that fits me the best because it is really low crown and it allows it to. I'm a very long oval and it allows that hat to fit me much better. I have a minic that you did for me and I really like it, but it does not fit as well as some of my other hats.
Well, there again, the shape that I wear every day. This one here. Kind of the cross between a cattleman and a minic. Some people have a name for it. I don't.
It's called the Coco.
Shut up.
It is called the Coco.
Some people have a name for it. I do not. It's kind of a shape born out of necessity. It's a little bit lower. It's a little bit longer, so it fits my oval better. And it's not as tall, so I'm not constantly bouncing it off of stuff. And I have people on a daily basis that come in and say, I want whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's almost any hat shaper with a good-looking hat, well-shaped hat. If it's symmetric, if it's clean and looks good, somebody who doesn't really wear a cowboy hat, they're gonna get the shape the hat shaper wears.
They're gonna get what's familiar. And that's the thing is, if you look at Joby's, everyone usually, most of the people in that store are wearing a form of the minic.
Right.
So everyone comes in, they see the minic, and then they see what I'm wearing, they see it's a little bit different, and they kind of gravitate toward something that's a little bit different instead of what everyone else is wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And there again, a lot of that's personal preference. And that's the conversations I have with my customer is, how does this hat fit on you before I ever start shaping it? I want to look and see how it fits. Where are the gaps at? Once I see those gaps, if I see you have big gaps here and here and it's tight front to back, I'm going to suggest something a little lower, whether it's a brick, whether it's a cattleman, a long minic or a lower minic, something that's going to take care of that. That's stuff any hat shaper needs to be aware of and needs to be able to do.
Yeah. Okay. Any more? Quite a few. I don't know how she does it. She picks, Lorena will pick and choose I don't know how she does it. I didn't ask her. She just, at the end of the stream, she's usually got a list that says, we have to answer these questions at some other time or something. I don't know how she picks and
Well, then she throws them in a week or two later when it's kind of.
Oh, I do know if the members get their questions answered first. So.
All right, we'll do a question from Will. Are you able to just reshape a hat again and again, or will it eventually?
I've seen this question like I don't know how many times in the last 2 weeks. It's
Frequently asked question.
And it's just lately. I've seen it several times in the last 2 weeks.
So it's a little bit of a loaded question in the sense that if it is a straw, no. A straw is, you can reshape a straw. Yes, you can. They are meant to be a one and done kind of deal because they're a seasonal hat. They're not meant to last more than a couple of months. My straws never really do. Now, a felt, and I don't mean just any felt, a good quality felt. You know, you're talking 10x and up, basically. You could reshape that hat over and over and over. If you have proper steam and you at least know your way around the hat and know what you're doing, you can absolutely shape it repeatedly and do just fine. If you don't know what you're doing and you try and keep reshaping it over and over, the hat's going to get weak. It's going to fight. You know, it could get soft spots. Many things could happen.
I did that video where I shaped that horseshoe. It was a 10X, and that 10X had been through some stuff. And I think I spent a couple of days getting it ironed, and I did use stiffener on the crown on that one a couple of times to get it.
I thought we didn't like stiffener, Joe.
I used stiffener on a crown, Connor, and you know that, but not on a brim. So that one got ironed, but it came out really nice after it was done. So it's definite. You can definitely kind of turn a hat around, especially a good hat.
Like you say, yeah. It goes back to what quality of the hat you're working with. If you're working with a decent quality hat, then yes. If you're working with a decent quality hat, a decent amount of knowledge and skill, and then some decent equipment, absolutely. But if you're trying to do it on the stove at home and you're not familiar with the hat, or you're working with a hat that's less than ideal, as we say before, your results may vary.
You know, I see a lot of guys, and there's a lot of guys on YouTube with doing that.
How to do it at home with a tea kettle,
water, or a tea kettle, and a bunch of aluminum foil. Man,
hey, if it works, it works. But
I don't know if you need to go to that trouble to shape your hat, spend the money and buy a Jiffy.
$200.
Ian,
you don't have to mess
Ian
with
from our school, he found one for like $34 on Marketplace.
Yeah, you can find them. And
they've been around for 90 years, 80, 90 years. They're out there. You just got to go pick one up. I don't know. The tea kettle thing is kind of ghetto for me.
I mean, at that point, I would probably, before I'd use a tea kettle or the stove, I'd probably just grab an iron.
Yeah.
An iron with a steam function on it.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I would probably have better luck with that. But that's me. Once again, your results may vary depending on your skill set, what you're comfortable with.
True.
Are we ready to give away a hat?
I'm ready to give away a hat. We've been talking for 45 minutes. So let's give away a hat.
I think somebody wants this hat.
I think they do. All right. Can you pull up the giveaway for me, please? Thank you.
Oh.
Look at that. So, see all that, Connor?
No,
those are all.
Remember, there's a thing in front of my view, sir.
Okay. Well, there are 488 different numbers on that wheel. They all represent.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I know. They all represent order numbers or specific numbers for a person. We've got a spreadsheet down there, so I will be able to tell you who won after we do the drawing here. So hang on, let me go over there, and I will pull that up, and you will have to entertain them while I'm over there.
Well, currently, we have a question on Facebook from Mac Ryder. Please forgive me if I've spelled that wrong, or if I've pronounced that wrong. Smooth. The question is, what about low and about 4.5 inches wide? What would that be? Now, are you referring to the crown being low and about 4.5 inches wide, or are you referring to a low crown and a 4.5 inch wide brim? because low and about 4.5 inches wide on the crown, I don't think you could pull that off. I don't think you could get a crown to be 4.5 inches wide. But on the brim, you could absolutely get it to be 4.5. And a low crown would probably be a low cattleman with a 4.5 inch front. That would be, a really, really tight cattleman. Typically, 4.5 inches sounds like it might be quite a bit, but that's only, this wide. It's basically as wide as your eyes. We try to keep it, at least with the sides of your temples, which is typically about 6 inches. Any narrower than that, and it's not very flattering to most people.
Okay, Connor. So I'm about to do this giveaway. Everybody ready?
And see, now I can see what everyone else sees if I look at my phone, but please forgive me, people, if I'm looking at my phone. I'm paying attention. I'm doing two things at once here.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away the hat first. So this first drawing will be for the hat, and then we're going to draw again. Somebody's going to get a t-shirt, and then we're going to draw again, and somebody's going to get a ball cap, a Cowboy Cartel.
Mark Harnish on Facebook said, "Don't shade tree mechanic your hat. Take it to professional."
There you go.
I completely agree, but also I understand that that's not always an option.
Hey, look, we've got the school. So if you want to learn how to do it, fine, but don't use a tea kettle. Get something, appropriate. You can get a steamer for $30 on Amazon, a clothes steamer. The one I've got in there, you've seen it. It would work.
I've used something like that at a wedding, actually, for one of my best friends. I had to reshape a couple of hats there, and a video from that event is the bane of my existence because they will not delete it. But
Oh, where's that at, Connor?
Nope.
We need that.
Nope.
All right, are you ready? We're ready to do this?
Say when.
Say when. All right, here we go. For the 100X American Hat Co. hat, right now. Here we go. Nervous.
Ooh, I can hear it in my headphones. That sounds fancy.
And the winner is order number 10506. And let me pull up screen here. 10506.
06.
David Sosa.
Now,
Congratulations. 10506. Let me double check this. David Sosa. Congratulations, buddy. Thanks for
now
winning
would
the
you like
giveaway.
to tell him what he needs to do to collect?
No, we got all his information. We're going to send him an email.
Oh, he's got to be here.
We should call him right now, right?
Bug him. Bug him at on a Sunday night.
Call him and put him on the
Pester
screen.
him.
No, we're not going to do that.
Oh,
I would love to. That'd be cool.
it would be fun.
Maybe we'll do that with the Joby giveaway. No, I don't know. We're going to be doing that live with Joby, so I don't know. We may do that coming up in the future.
When is that?
All right.
When do we know? We don't have a set date on that as of yet.
It's going to be
correct?
soon. It's going to be soon. So
Especially now that the second store is opening.
we'll so we have the in-person hat shaping school next week. We want to get through that, and then Joby's store is going to be busy for a couple weeks, and we will also want to promote the giveaway for a couple of weeks, and then kind of schedule it with Joby. So it's going to be within the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Random sidebar. ADHD at its finest.
Perfect.
This agave lime ranch fuel tastes like sour Skittles.
Nice.
It does, and I like it.
Nice.
It
So
makes
we
me
need
happy.
some more. We need some more ranch fuel. Is that what you're saying?
This one, I like
and
that
agave
flavor.
lime. Okay, got it.
It tastes like the sour Skittles.
All right, so close that, and we're going to spin again. All right, so this is for the Cowboy Cartel t-shirt.
Oh, hey, Joby is here on Facebook.
Hey, Joby. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Howdy, howdy, boss man.
All right, order 10593.
10593. Joby says, sorry I'm late. Joby,
No
we
problem,
completely
buddy.
understand. You are a busy, busy man. We're just happy you're here at all. We appreciate you, boss.
Oh, I cannot pronounce this. Can you help me
Ooh,
with this,
try
please?
it.
Here.
Adeo.
Gracias. Hey, thanks for thanks for joining
playing.
us. Yeah, thanks for playing. Congratulations. Sorry you didn't win the hat, but you did get a Cowboy Cartel t-shirt. And
then we have one more.
congratulations for that. Yes, we do.
And this is for the Cowboy Cartel ball cap,
Cowboy Cartel ball cap. Yes.
which
there we go.
I don't currently have one in my hands. Otherwise, I would model it, but I don't have one. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. And this is order number 10547.
10547.
Austin Truitt. Congratulations. We will send you guys emails for that. And congratulations. Thanks for joining in the giveaway.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it, guys.
playing, y'all.
Yeah. You guys, the support we saw for this giveaway was fantastic. It really was.
Hopefully, we'll be able to start doing some more of them.
We're going to be doing a bunch. So we've got the 200X coming up. And
Correct.
as soon as I get done with this, come over there and we're going to, oops, you guys can't see that. You can't see that either.
Uh-oh. Technical issues.
Yeah. I'm not used to this. I'm not a producer.
It's our first time.
It's our first. All right. I'm going to come back over there. Hang on a second, guys. This back.
What you guys don't know is Joe's making a mess. Did you unplug something?
Okay. Can I get the camera back, please? Thank you.
And we're back.
Yes. So yes, I had to plug in my headphones over there so I could hear.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. My apologies.
And
I'm
then-
sorry.
And then I was unplugging it, and the adapter came out with it. So yeah, it's a mess. I'm not used to being all over.
Oh, and since we haven't said it throughout all this, be sure to leave a like and a comment on the stream, guys.
yes,
It doesn't, doesn't do anything for you guys, doesn't cost y'all anything like that, but it does help us reach more people. The more people we can reach, the more we can do stuff like this for you guys.
absolutely. So, and we really appreciate the support. And did we talk about this? We've got 53 members now.
Yes.
That's just fantastic. We appreciate every single one of them. I was working on trying to get this giveaway working right, so I didn't get the new members updated in the intro.
Correct.
We will get that out for the next one, I promise.
We always want to show support for the people
Absolutely.
who support us.
Absolutely. Like Joby.
Absolutely.
Is he still hanging out? Joby, thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. And we'll get with you this week about the Saturday visit to the store and all of that good stuff. And then the giveaway coming up, the 200X giveaway. So
Looking
I
forward to that.
almost asked you to bring another 200X today, but I figured we had enough going on here.
Didn't need any more distractions.
Nope.
Nope.
This is a silver belly. That's a black. This is exactly what they look like. All,
Way to play it down there, boss. There you go.
well,
They look like this or they look like that. All right, cool.
the only difference
is the
between-
buckle set on the outside.
and it's only color because it's exactly the same buckle set. The 500X and the 200X is the same buckle set, but the 500X has a gold trim. And the star is gold and the braiding is gold. You don't have that same buckle
I know,
set.
but I cleaned mine up the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, doesn't
right.
it look a little bit better? Doesn't look as fancy as your nice fancy new one.
Remind me, we're going to talk about that in just a second after I get through that. But the 100X or the 200X is a sterling silver buckle set. And it's really pretty. The 500X was my favorite until the 1000X, which you are wearing. I am not wearing a 1000X today.
I wear this thing almost every day. This is, for lack of a better term, my beater.
Yeah. I've been wearing my 1000X ever since I got it. I I think I wore something else once.
Twice if you count right now.
Right. So twice. I wore my steel to the factory one day.
What about those new hats you got? Any leads on where they might be going?
What are you talking about?
Your black and Lorena's natural.
Oh, no. I have
any leads on anything about them?
No. So I actually had a meeting with Keith Mundy last week, and we talked about that. I asked him for recommendations on who he thought maybe we should go see. I also asked him to come to the podcast. He's agreed. Cody Bates has agreed. Julie Dawson's agreed. So we...
Oh, I definitely want to be here for Julie. I definitely want to be here for that one.
Yes. And you guys are going to get to see or meet Julie in the 1000X video. She did shape my 1000X. So,
quick sidebar for those who don't know, which is probably most of you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I know about shaping, everything, comes back to Cody Bates and Julie Dawson. Without either one of those two people, I would not be where I'm at today. So I owe them absolutely everything. I give them 100% credit for the things I'm able to do with a hat. Oh, and your wife is watching on Facebook right now.
Great.
Lorena, we have your replacement here if you haven't noticed.
Hi, honey. Yeah, so there's a whole mess with that. I don't know if she's traveling yet. I have not.
She just commented, said watching.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, Miss Producer Lady.
We're going to have to talk about why you aren't here.
Oh. This is a conversation between mom and dad that I don't want to be a part of.
No, it's just, it's very difficult to get all this stuff going by myself.
He's upset that you left and
yes.
he's panicking.
Yes.
He doesn't do well on his own, like most men.
No. I don't even know what I'm going to eat today.
That's never mind. I'll leave that one alone.
Hey, so in the 1000X video, Julie Dawson mentioned something, and I don't want to play the spoiler, but the reason you got fast at shaping hats, and we're going to leave that. We're going to leave it there, but no spoilers. But she talks about the reason.
Is it what I think it is?
Yeah.
Is it?
I'm sure it is. No.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Never mind. I know exactly what it is.
So if you want to know why and how Connor got so fast at shaping hats, you're going to have to wait and see that video.
It basically boils down to ADHD.
No.
Want to give him a hint then?
No.
Tastes like sour Skittles, and I'm loving it.
It's already kicking in. Look at him.
There's your point. How long have I been drinking this?
I don't know. Maybe
10, 15 minutes.
Probably 20. We're a little long today.
See?
Losing track of time already, too.
That's normal.
Yes. So much stuff going on there. You were bouncing all over the place. I'm forgetting all of the stuff we wanted to talk about. So the 1000X buckle, how do you clean that?
So not only the 1000X, excuse me, I'm drinking something that's carbonated. Now I'm burping. Sorry. Most buckle sets on hats, over time, they'll kind of fade, lose their shine. Not necessarily tarnish, but just kind of fade to get dull. What you can actually do to clean that up, take a pencil eraser. Now, this is where I'm going to get oddly specific.
It has to be a specific eraser?
I have found what works best.
Okay.
The Dixon Ticonderoga. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Ticonderoga.
Yeah, that specific pencil with that softer eraser.
Okay.
Gold. Perfect. And it'll clean them up. It's not going to make them look new by any means. I mean, without actually polishing it, it's not going to be new. But that eraser will work wonders to clean up a buckle set on a hat.
Interesting. All right, so when my 1000X is a little dull, I'm
not doing it. You can do it.
Yeah, you are. You're doing it.
Why? Because you can just put it in front of me and I'll do it
here.
Thank you.
Because you can just put it in front of me and I'll do it. Kind of like those over there.
Yes. Did you guys see the live stream we did on accident? It was a test stream we did last week. Connor was sitting there putting stickers on 100 tape measures and building a pyramid out of them, and it fell. I didn't even know he did all of them.
You just set them down in front of me, didn't even tell me to do them, and ADHD took over. Like, oh look, I have a task and something I can focus on. And I had a really efficient system too.
I clearly, because I don't know, you did them in probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
Yeah,
I thought we were ready to start setting up to start filming, and you said, "Yeah, we're about to start." And so I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just do a couple of these," and then I had them all done before we were ready.
see, we got off track again. We were talking about my meeting with Keith Monday.
Welcome to dealing with me. Okay, focus,
So I asked
focus,
Keith,
Joe.
I asked Keith to give me some ideas on that, where we can get those hats shaped and do a video. So those are coming. It'll be a while down the road because we have to set that up and then actually go somewhere. I did talk to Dylan at the hat store. They've got their new store is coming. They're opening their new store on the 9th, I believe.
Of December?
November.
Oh.
So we got to go to Houston, Connor. He loves
What's
Houston.
your phone's not on silent? Really?
Yeah.
Really? You give me such a hard time to make sure my stuff. Really? I know they didn't hear, but I did.
It's only on so I could hear you calling me to let you in the gate while I was busy setting up
I didn't
the
have to
stream
call you
all
to
by
let me in the
myself.
gate. I didn't have to call you to let me in the gate. I got in the gate. But what's this wee stuff about going to Houston?
Yeah.
You can go to Houston. I will stay here, and your vehicle can get broke into, and then we can be even.
Okay. All right. So
No, it won't get broke into because it's not a truck.
So we're planning to be at the hat store in Houston for their grand opening of their new store. So
that would be cool.
It will be cool. So we're excited about that. More on that to come. Keep an eye on our Instagram, Facebook.
I'm noticing
we'll
a trend here.
We'll let you know. This is just an update on what's
I
coming.
know.
And then I don't know. My wife might get her 100X Natural done down there because she's going to want some of their fancy ribbon work or something done to her hat, I'm sure.
Do we know if she's wanting to do a fashion hat?
I don't know. Probably not. She probably wants to. I don't know. Ask her. What do you want? Your natural. How do you want it done? Let us know in the chat.
I think we need to get her some legit fashion hats.
Okay.
Like not just a little teardrop. I'm talking over the top crazy fashion hats.
Okay.
Like the ones at the store.
With peacock feathers and stuff.
Maybe not. And I'm not talking the feathers. I'm just talking with like the crazy shape, the distressing.
Oh yeah.
Like you saw the ones that we did for that kind of competition at the store, right?
Dude, if we did that with 100X American, people would lose their mind.
It doesn't even have to be done with that. We could do it with anything.
Okay. Well, I mean, she can't wear anything else, but okay.
I'll sit there and carve the crap out of it with a wood burner and make it look real pretty.
Maybe we'll get her a 7X.
Why are you telling me?
All right.
Plead your case.
All right, fine. There's no pleading my case. Tell me what you want. We'll get her one.
Ooh, wait. Let me think on it.
Okay, just tell me what you want. And you talk to her. Get the whatever color. Chocolate. Maybe a chocolate. Pecan. All right, we'll think about that. Okay, so we got Joby's.
Focus.
We got Joby's grand opening next week.
Yes.
The hat store coming in November, first couple of weeks of November there. Then we got NFR in December. We got all kinds of stuff going on before the end of the year.
The end of the year in the Western industry gets hectic.
It's crazy. Yeah. Also, I don't know if I told you this. I stopped in after my meeting with Keith Monday. I stopped in at NRS. And so we may be able to do some stuff with them here coming up. Yeah, I called you after my meeting there, but you didn't answer. So then I forgot and we never talked about it again.
I don't remember what I was doing.
All right.
There's never any telling what I'm doing.
I'm excited. Maybe we got some stuff we can do it with NRS. That'll be interesting. Great brand, great stores. It's like, if you haven't been in.
I use this
like
as
the
a
Walmart. It is. It's the size of a Walmart.
I was going to say it's the Walmart of the Western industry, but I know that has a negative sound to it.
I mean, it's.
But I mean it to be a positive, as in they have everything.
Yes.
I don't mean that as in it's a low quality, cheap place. No, it's not.
Well, it's a huge store. It's ridiculously big.
It is. I mean, you could buy everything.
At least their flagship stores.
You could buy everything.
Yeah.
You could buy everything except horses and
Roping
trucks.
dummy. I mean, trailers. I mean,
Yeah, they've got everything
they got
from the trailer, everything that goes in the trailer, everything but the horses. Like I said,
Yes.
you can buy everything but a horse and a truck there. And I guarantee you can buy those in the parking lot from somebody there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And you can get American hats too.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So we're gonna have to wrap it up. We're getting a little long today.
Not too bad. We're just over an hour.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you for everybody who participated in the giveaway. If you like the stream, please like it before you leave. It helps us, costs you nothing, and we really appreciate it.
It helps us know how we're doing, guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget, we got the 200X coming up. We'll let you know on that very soon. Just keep an eye on our Instagram. And about all I got. You got any last words? Last words, partner?
This makes me sound like I'm lining up for the death sentence here, but all right.
He's got nothing.
I got nothing. I'm
All
just
right.
here.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good evening.
Good night.